Hi, I'm Rob, and I gotta say something to all of you fake Puerto Ricans. Yes, fake Puerto Ricans. You know what's so strange to me? Is I see some of you on TV talking all this crap about a comedy that Trump had at his thing, which doesn't even really make any sense to me personally because it has nothing to do with us. But what makes it so funny that I see you guys complaining about it, as you're complaining about it, you're sitting there holding the wrong damn flag. Yeah, you're holding the wrong damn flag. Know your history. Please, know your history. We're an island of 3 million people. My mother and her mother were either on the first or second migration from the island. I'm unsure. Don't have those things because we were kind of forcefully taken off the island and brought here for either the development of the beginning of World War I or the development of some other war, but that's what it is. Puerto Rico is a possession of the United States of America. In fact, Obama had a chance to actually change it to allow a referendum for people to be free, and he chose not to. But again, you're sitting there talking about a comic who's, you're insulted while George Lopez is halfway around the country making fun of Mexicans all day long. You're not making fun of him while he's at the other side's campaign. But I want to talk to you about us because we're different. We come from Spanish lineage. That's what we are. Prior to 1901, we were an occupied land of the Queen of Spain for 400 or 500 years. These are just things that are just factually true. And so the flag that 90% of you carry is the wrong flag. It's an adaptation by the U.S. government. So what they did is they put some Republican or Democrat, whatever you want to call them, into the Puerto Rican government and had them redesign the flag in 1950. The reason they did that is so they could kill, once again, your identity, because in America, it's about promoting one's identity over another's identity. And back then, they didn't want us to have any identity, which is why when Sotomayor was actually elected or nominated to the Supreme Court, it was such an honor for so many people. But then she betrayed her principles when she had the opportunity to help Puerto Ricans in New York City, right? She chose not to. And she forgot that even though in her confirmation speech, she lauded the fact how the United States of America forced the language of the people of Puerto Rico, just like they did in Hawaii, just how they killed the monarchy there. But you go out there and you complain. You don't complain that for the last 3 years, Joe Biden hasn't fixed the island. That you don't complain that milk that is produced on the island has to go to Florida and then comes back. You don't complain that the people over there to exercise the same constitutional rights that you have here in New York. Damn it. The same constitutional rights you have here in New York, in Boston, in New Jersey, it's not good for your people in the Puerto Rico. They have a totally different system, a federal system that is not controlled by the same rights that you have, right? That's why we have automatic citizenship. But in order for you to get the rights that you and I enjoy here, which is the right to talk free, is a judiciary that does not penalize you, is a country here that recognizes that your property rights are your property rights. You have gentrification and land in Puerto Rico being taken because people down there can't have their electricity restored in the same manner as they're going to in Florida and in Georgia. And part of that is Trump's problem, but a part of it's also Biden's problem, so they're all part of it. But if you want to do some research, this issue was real for real people in the island in 1950, so much so that Puerto Ricans don't even know that two people got to the door of Truman to assassinate him because he reneged on a deal for freedom. So as you go out there and you talk about, it wasn't even Trump that says, some idiot who talks about, I didn't even find it funny personally. I don't care. It doesn't make Puerto Rico free today. It doesn't change the rights of the people in Puerto Rico. It doesn't make their lives any better. And the cost coefficient is bad here in the United States. Go down there and live. And why is crime down there? Because at the end of the day, it is the functional goal of the United States of America, which is why they haven't provided a referendum or any type of pathway for the country to be either a state or to find its own pathway and to be free. Because, we wouldn't want an island south of the United States of America that was free. We just wouldn't want that. That's not something we want. We wouldn't want more brown people speaking up for themselves, right? So every president has failed this since 1901. So please, just stop. Just stop. If you don't like Trump, say you don't like Trump for some other reason. Don't bring us into it because it diminishes the reality of our situation. And our situation is people in Puerto Rico are still recovering from a hurricane that hit 7 years ago. And that a bunch of idiots from Texas got the federal contract because of their DEI policies to go down there and fix the grid that they actually never fixed. Please just do your research. All right. Today, we need to stop having issues with people and what they say. In America, it's always been about the First Amendment. I may disagree with your right to sit there and use the N-word, the S-word, or any word you may deem horrible to me, 100%. But you know what? I'm going to go out there and fight for your right to say it. The condition of me liking you isn't about what you say, right? It's just... they're words. People say words all day long. We should look at what people do. Like when you're Joe Biden and you have an opportunity to actually help a black family, right? You wipe out their loans, right? You have the chef of the White House, some of the most famous food in the world. And what do? You take some damn fried chicken to the house. Now, I don't know, but here where I am, some guy, some prominent dentist, lost his job for having a bucket of KFC at a Halloween party because a black fireman came and found it objectionable. Did you hear what I said? A dentist lost his job where I live for having a bucket of KFC at a party because a black dude who worked for the city was offended that he showed up and the bucket was there to infer something. But Joe Biden, he can take it right to the house along with Kamala Harris, and nobody says that's racist. And nobody talks about the fact that George Lopez is in Arizona or Nevada cracking jokes every day about Mexican people, and nobody's saying anything. Let's just stop the hate, people. Have some love in your life. I'm Rob. I'll talk to you later. Bye. My phone stand keeps dropping. What the F?